What's good, everybody? It is Thursday, October 28th. We are approaching the end of the beautiful month of October. This is your daily sports betting show of record. We like to call it the Early Edge. We are powered, as always, by the almighty SportsLine. Now, a little housekeeping before we get to the show today. We had a really good day yesterday, and thank goodness that the over came in the Astros game, or we never would have stopped hearing Jay Smoot talk about one extra run, but it did. Look at all those check marks. Only a couple of props didn't come in, but it was a really, really solid day at the show. Also, want to give a quick shout-out to all of you who watched us on the PFL last night. We were 2-1 on the show. Me and Ian Parker back together for one night only. It was beautiful. We crowned 6 different millionaires last night. It was an amazing night of fights, and we also cashed on the show. So both things happened. So thank you all so very much for your support with the PFL. All right, let's bring in the stars of the show, because you know it's Thursday, which means it's a very, very busy day at the brand, especially for the man on the ones and the twos. AB, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Coach. Great job last night. Good to be on with all you guys today.
Awesome. Thank you very much. And the man right next to him, you know he's our DFS wizard. He also is a prop god. He's a guru. M Squared in the saddle this morning. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Coach. Yeah, there's a lot of great sports action out there tonight. Not to mention that no one's talked about Knicks and Bulls, 2 exciting NBA teams as well. Going to have multiple screens fired up tonight. It's going to be a fun one.
Yeah, I want to talk about it. I want to talk Knicks and Bulls. Bulls, though, Zach LaVine having a broken finger. That's going to be a big-time deficit for them if he's going to be shelled for any length of time. It's on his non-shooting hand, though, so maybe he'll be able to play through it. Maestro, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Coach. I think Thursday is my favorite day with NFL Week 8 starting and all the NBA. Some crazy stuff in the NBA, you know, with the Thunder coming back to beat the Lakers, the T-Wolves taking down the Bucks. I mean, there's just so much going on. Let's do it.
That's right. And the Blazers cashing for us last night as well. Zach Attack nailing yet another one. All right, speaking of shows and busy shows today, turn on those notifications. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. You're watching right now, hit the subscribe button. We've got a weekend soccer preview we're taping today. A weekend MMA preview we are taping today. And also tonight, 7:20 Eastern Time, Early Edge Live, 1 full hour, counting down to Thursday Night Football. Should be a great game. Packers and the Cardinals. Okay, let's get into storylines that could affect the betting lines today. And AB, you have found yet another stat. I don't know how you do it, but you do it. That is really remarkable when you think about it. Talk to me.
Yeah, Coach. So you look at the Cardinals this year, they are 3-0 against the spread versus teams that are above 500. But not only that, they have defeated all 3 of those teams by 17-plus points and more. The Rams, the Titans, the Browns. So when the Cardinals have played the best teams on their schedule, the best teams in the NFL, they have destroyed them.
Well, maybe like J.J. Watt said on the sidelines, maybe they're just better than the other team. Maybe that's possible. However, speaking of J.J. Watt, he's not playing tonight. He's out injured, likely for the season. Injuries is a theme, or players out is a theme tonight. Maestro, what do you got?
Yeah, we all know that Devontae Adams and Allen Lazard are not going to play for the Packers. MVS could be available, but really hasn't practiced. So how much is he going to be able to give? But like you said, Coach, some serious injury concerns on the other side. J.J. Watt didn't have a lot of sacks, but he had 27 pressures, 3rd most in the league. He was also the 10th best run defender in the league among defensive linemen. So that's a huge loss. He's out for the year. And also the Cardinals starting center is questionable. The backup has played 53 career snaps. That's it. But in those 53, he has not allowed any pressure, any pass rush pressure. So a very limited track record, but a good track record for the backup center. And the other thing is DeAndre Hopkins. You know, he is expected to play. He didn't practice. Everyone fully expects him to play, but technically he's still questionable.
Yeah, I just wonder on the other side of the football, who is Aaron Rodgers going to throw to? And I have a feeling that one of our guys is going to give us the answer to that in just a couple of minutes. But let's get into our board for the day today, and I'm very excited about our board today. So just one play from SportsLine, and if you're not a member yet, what in the world are you waiting on? I'm going to do you a solid. Use a promo code EDGE right here, right now, and I'm going to give you 30 days for free. You can try it out. It's the busiest time of the sports year. All the major sports are playing. You got the analysis, the simulations, all the cappers, everything. Use that promo code EDGE. So from SportsLine, we're going to use this one. Micah Roberts, one of our great cappers there. We're going to over Troy, Coastal Carolina, 50.5. This is a 7:30 p.m. Eastern kick tonight. Now, rain is expected. Wind is expected. That's why the total has come down. Coastal Carolina, they've got a great offense. Troy, they've got this quarterback, Gunnar Watson, that has the team turned around. So we think this is an easy cash, even with the weather. Let's lock it in. All right. I think we have to change. Just in time, baby. Just in time. Well, Maestro said Thursday's his favorite day. Well, it's my favorite day, too, because I get to do this when we start our Cappers picks. M squared. You know the drill, son! Give it to me.
All right, Coach. We'll make this one quick here. As the power just went out here in Nashville. A little storm flickered, but we got back connected quickly. I'm targeting 2 running backs for the Green Bay Packers. A.J. Dillon over 9.5 receiving yards, and Aaron Jones over 38.5 receiving yards. If you look back at the 6 games without Davante Adams since 2019 and look at where Aaron Rodgers goes with the football, 31% of the market share in terms of the targets have gone to the running backs in these situations. In the past, this would have been Jones with Jamal Williams, who would both be catching passes. This week, it's going to be A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones catching passes. It's very clear that Aaron Rodgers doesn't trust many people outside of Davante Adams, which is evident by almost 40% market share in some of the games so far this season. He's going to replace that by dumping the ball to these running backs. They're going to try to get the ball in Aaron Jones's hands as much as possible, especially if Malik Taylor is going to be the number 1 receiving option down the field for Aaron Rodgers in this game. So I like the numbers on both of these running backs. I have them as both being pretty soft. Dillon should be up to about 15.5. Aaron Jones' numbers should be approaching 50 if they're going to use them the way that I think that they will in this game. So I took the over 9.5 on Dillon, 38.5 on Aaron Jones.
How about a little bonus chat question this morning for you, M squared? TMV says, what do you think about Aaron Rodgers over 254.5 passing yards tonight?
I would lean towards the over, but it comes down to whether or not you think they're going to be competitive in this one and not just get completely blown out. I tend to think that they will be competitive in this game, so I do lean towards the over there. Obviously, you're at the risk of Aaron Jones busting a long run that takes away some of those opportunities, but as of right now, I would lean over, as I think it should be around 270.
All right, very good. There you go, TMV. Real-time answers on the show. Austin, I see you in the chat. This is our favorite day of the week, too, or favorite part of the day. Whatever you said, we agree with you. All right, now AB's always pulling double duty on Thursdays. He's on the 1s and the 2s, but he's also capping like one of the best in the business. AB, what do you got for us today?
Yeah, Coach, we're going to go with Kyler Murray over his longest completion, over 36.5 yards, and here's why. The Green Bay Packers line up in zone defense 72% of the time, which is the 9th highest in the NFL. Kyler Murray has torched zone defenses this season. He leads the league in long play passes over 20-plus yards, passing touchdowns at 9, and yards per pass attempt at 10.1. In 4 of his 7 games this season, he has had a long over 36.5, and the only 3 that he didn't hit that number and go over, he was at 36, 34, and 33. So Kyler Murray over 36.5, his longest completion tonight.
Oh, I like that. I like when he launches it like he's playing baseball again back at OU. Vince, I see you in the chat. AB is the man. AB, I had no idea you had a brother named Vince. I had no idea. I had no idea. All right, it's that time of the show. You know he's our anchor. He's our heartbeat. He's our maestro. What do you got today, Larry?
Well, AB, that play really correlates with the prop that I already tweeted out, which was Christian Kirk over 42.5 receiving yards. I hope that one long play is to Kirk. I think it very well might be. I'm going to talk more about Kirk on our show tonight at 7:20 p.m. Eastern. But for today, I'm going to go to Kyle Kuzma. I mean, I think everyone thinks of him as a shooter from his days with the Lakers, but look at his rebounding totals. The first 4 games for the Wizards, 15, 11, 13, and 8, averaging well over 30 minutes. And now the center Gafford is out for the Wizards, and they're playing the Hawks tonight. You got to look at who they have inside. They don't have Bryant. They don't have Gafford. It's basically Harrell and Kuzma. Hachimura still hasn't played this season either. So against a lineup that has John Collins and Capella and Gallinari. They are going to need another 35 or so minutes from Kuzma. So I went over 7.5 rebounds. It's up on FanDuel now, minus 134 for Kyle Kuzma. I think it'll probably flip to 8.5 just because of the opportunity and the usage.
Which is why you've got to get it in right now. I get so many tweets daily, even still, saying, Coach, why do you guys give out stuff so early? Why don't you wait to see about – this is called the early edge, and we're trying to beat the numbers. Yesterday, many of you said, Coach, I got the over at 9. It was 8.5 when we gave it out all the way to like 3 o'clock. I kept monitoring it. You got to get the number when we beat the number. That's what these guys do. All right. We're up against it. Grab your paper, grab your pencil. Here is the recap, we hope. Oh, yes, and it looks semi-glorious today, AB. All right, Maestro has one play. Kyle Kuzma over 7.5 rebounds. Get it in right now. A little juicy, but we love it. M Squared, 2 plays from Thursday Night Football. A.J. Dillon over 9.5 receiving yards, and Aaron Jones over 38.5 receiving yards. Then AB, 1 play, also Thursday Night Football. Kyler Murray, longest completion, over 36.5 yards. Then 1 play from SportsLine. We're going to go Troy, Coastal Carolina, over 50.5. And then look at the AB3 today. It's a true money line parlay. Cardinals money line, East Carolina money line, and then the Hawks on the money line, plus 197 is your return. Turn on those notifications. Yesterday, so many of you like, where do I get the PFL picks? Where do I get that? Just turn them on. And every time we drop it into your feed, you will get notified. We can't do any more than that. All right. Time for a busy day. I got to get loosened up. You have your marching orders. Let's go. Let's take all of these tickets straight to the pay window. For M Squared, for AB, for the Maestro, for our entire team at SportsLine and the Early Edge, we're in for a big day. Let's cash some tickets. Tell all your friends. There's only one sports betting show you even need to worry about. We like to call it the Early Edge. Good luck.
Do you want best bets in your feed every single day? All you have to do is hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all things Early Edge.